What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my quick review of the FQ777, the Gazer, the 957. And this is the aircraft here. This thing looks really awesome and has a very nice FPV monitor, but that's just about where the goodness stops with this one. This one, I was very disappointed by this one. By the way that it flies really jerky and feels very mechanical in the air. And it could be the transmitter, but I really don't know what it is. It baffles me how the transmitter feels very nice. The gimbals on the transmitter are very smooth feeling, feel like it would control it very nice. But this thing just flies very jerky and mechanical. Twitchy isn't the word, because it's not that it's overly responsive or anything like that. It's just very mechanical, like it snaps into all of your inputs. If you're trying to bank a turn, it'll go eh, and bank the turn that way. And when you're compensating from it leaning or trying to make inputs or movements, everything is a quick jerk like that, and it sort of like holds its position from the input. So if you're flying and you're going forward and you want to go to the side, it'll be this way, and then it'll just go. And it's all throughout the flight, it seems like it flies that way. But this thing really looks nice. It was deceiving to me. I was thinking that this thing was going to be awesome, and it comes with an FPV camera. The FPV is not too good either. The angle on the lens is very narrow, the field of view. And also when you record with it, this monitor is has a very nice picture, by the way. But when you're recording your footage and FPVing at the same time, the image becomes very choppy, like almost to the point where it's hard to really fly FPV with this. Bad enough that the field of view is so narrow, but then it's choppy on the transmitters. Well, on the monitor screen, it's really choppy. So very undesirable traits from this as far as FPV, and barely flyable. The footage actually looks decent though. The camera actually takes pretty decent footage. So you can use this to like line up a shot. Like if you're you want to get a nice picture from up above of something, you can use the monitor there to line the shot up and take the picture or shoot the video from a certain spot. And really not a lot of jello or anything in the footage either. It's just when you try to FPV it, that's when it goes all bad. So it does have headless mode. The headless mode works just about the same as these most of these toy quads do. They don't stay on track for very long. It does have one key return. Same thing with that. The one you have to make sure that you set the heading hold direction before you fly it. So before you turn it on, you have to make sure that it's facing away from you. The tail of the aircraft is towards you, and then your heading will be straight ahead. And when you take off, then whenever you put it in headless mode, it'll work that way. The headless mode will work. It seems like people are not getting that you have to face the aircraft away from you before you plug in the battery and all, and get the heading set for the headless mode. And then the headless mode would work from the start, but then it does get off track still. I can say that this thing is very crash resistant, because I've crashed it a bunch of times because of the bad quality of the FPV. When recording, it's a little better when you're not recording, but still not that great. Seems like it might be a little delay or something. I don't know what it is, but the FPV experience with this just isn't all that great. And also the lighting the lens, as you can see, the lenses are all solid white here, and they all just glow one color. So not very useful at all for night flying. Well, you can't really see what color. It's hard to see on camera, but these light up blue and they look really nice, but they're all blue, all one color, and the rear LED is white. So even without the camera on this thing, I was thinking that maybe it could be the weight that causes it to fly kind of choppy, but it's actually not the weight either. It still flies that way, very mechanical without the camera and all on. And you can see there's a recessed socket there for the battery to plug in there. The battery is a 650 milliamp hour battery with this JST connection. And that's just about all there is to say about it. The transmitter, the gimbals on the transmitter feel really nice. I wonder why it flies. I don't understand why it flies that way. And it takes 6 AA batteries. And this mount is pretty easy to put on. You just add some screws here and this pops on here and it swivels. So that's pretty nice. And the signal of the FPV isn't all that great either. But I guess that's probably due to this antenna here. You probably can get a better antenna, but then yeah, it's probably just the antenna. You got a dipole FPV antenna on this one here, 5.8. So it comes with a charger for the monitor. That's another good thing about it. The monitor has its own battery supply, internal battery, so it has a charger for the monitor, a charger for the battery, an extra screwdriver, and it came with an extra set of spare props. Here, the instructions manual is pretty decent. It has a parts list on it and all. It's half of it is in English and half is in Chinese. Has prop guards that I really don't use. It flies really bad with the prop guards and landing gear on. Does have some landing feet there to install on it. But that's it. I have to say I was disappointed with this one. The FQ777 957, the Gazer. Thanks for watching.